After the death of Genghis Khan, the Mongol Empire was divided into smaller khanates, or states ruled by khans. One of those was the Kazakh Khanate, which covered a large area in the northwest of the empire and was founded 550 years ago. This area is now known as Kazakhstan. A 20-part historical period miniseries is in production to bring awareness to the era, as producer Arman Assenov explains.
During this time, the 15th century, Genghis Khan's empire expanded into Eurasia. After his death, how this empire was divided into different states is a very interesting story. It is about the period between the collapse of Genghis Khan's empire and the formation of the Russian Empire, the start of the Golden Horde, and the Crimean, Siberian, and Astrakhan Khanates, the Blue Horde, and the young state called Kazakh Khanate, led by the first Khans, Zanabek and Kari. By the way, the direct descendants of Genghis Khan, or Genghisids, led the Kazakh Khanate throughout its existence.
The Silk Route, which connected China with Europe, played a key role during this period and has influenced the miniseries.
Параллельно начали готовиться к пошиву костюмов. На костюмы мы уделили особое внимание, потому что 15 век.
At the same time, we began work on the costumes. The series is set in the 15th century. This is the time of the Great Silk Road, which provided so much. It was time of bloodshed and cultural exchanges. Therefore, the costumes should be lavish, combining the nuances of many nationalities. We have 20 main characters, and each one has 5 sets of clothing: military, smart, casual, and so on.
На каждого из которых пошили минимум 5 дорогих костюмов. Военные, гражданские, парадные, всевозможные.
A lot of thought has gone into production. The crew regularly takes part in international film festivals to keep up with the latest around the world.
Такой, что был востребован, и поэтому, конечно же, много ошибок учитывали, все ошибки учитывались на уровне написания сценария, на уровне снятия фильма, и, естественно, они учитываются при монтаже, при подаче готового материала.
We take into account trends at the script level. We are using the latest technology. We are shooting in 5K format. We use computer graphics produced by several companies, and then we use all this in editing.
Тот вид искусства, который одна компания не в состоянии сделать, поэтому компьютерная графика занимается несколько компаний.
We're shooting the film in the Kazakh language, but it will be dubbed in Russian, English, Spanish, Turkish, and different languages for countries interested in our history.
На русский, английский, испанский обязательно, на языки, которые будут очень, на те языки, где будет, мы считаем, где будет интересна наша картина.
Assenov sees the miniseries as a way to promote Kazakh history and culture.
Народный инструмент, допустим, домбра, она прародительница вообще вот смычковых всех инструментов. И вот испанскую гитару, допустим, весь мир знает, а казахскую домбру еще пока плохо знают. Поэтому через такой жанр, как историческое кино, будет красиво преподнесена и наша музыка, потому что кинематограф-то...
For example, our national musical instrument, the dombra, is the ancestor of many stringed instruments.
И народный фольклор, и историю как таковую, в общем...
The world knows the Spanish guitar, but very few people in the world knows that there is a Kazakh dombra.
Вот наша главная задача, наша главная цель, естественно, рассказать о нашей истории и показать нашу культуру, наши обычаи, традиции.
And through this historical period series, we want to tell everyone about our history, our customs and traditions.
Искусство в виде игрушек деревянных, которые это тоже наша культура, которую надо показать.
After all, cinema is a type of art that combines music, history, and art together.
Которыми хочется поделиться с миром. И детские игры, и...
We want to show in this film how weddings were celebrated on the steppe.
Традиции, связанных с конным видом.
There are scenes about theatrical art in the 15th century when wooden toys were used. We want to tell the world about all this, our culture and history.
В общем, основное будет, естественно, всему миру через нашу историю будет интересно ознакомиться с нашей культурой, с нашими традициями.
Kazakh Khanate is scheduled to be broadcast at the end of the year to coincide with the country's 25th anniversary of its independence from the Soviet Union, an event that marked the beginning of modern-day Kazakhstan's bid to reclaim its identity and centuries-old culture.
Знаете, всегда обидно то, что Народ, который имеет очень глубокую, очень такую старую, очень насыщенную историю.
It has always been a pity that the Kazakh people, who have a very long and rich history, are compared with the period when the Soviet Union collapsed. The Soviet Union was also a large empire like the Golden Ford.
Появился только после распада Советской империи. На самом деле.
Everyone thinks that the history of our nation began with the collapse of the USSR.
Я считаю, что
But we would be committing a crime if we did not tell the world about our history, which has deep roots.
Истории, потому что всегда хочется пример привести, что
Assenov is delighted that his work has been compared to Game of Thrones, but he points out that there are important differences.
Вот именно очень приятное сравнение с очень хорошим продуктом, таким как «Игра престолов». Это тот фильм, который, по-моему, посмотрели все, кто имеет отношение к кинематографу.
The Game of Thrones comparison is nice, as it is watched all over the world. Therefore, we decided to film Kazakh Khanate in the same format.
Приоритетов, почему было принято решение снимать именно в таком формате, в сериальном формате наш фильм.
By the way, Iran, Latin America, and the United States like this TV series genre.
И Иран делает, и Турция делает, и Америка.
And we decided to make the first series at the same level as Game of Thrones.
И мы захотели тоже сделать первый национальный киносериал по.
But our main difference is that we do not film 7 fictional kingdoms, but 7 real khanates, which appeared after the death of Genghis Khan.
Вымышленные 7 королевств, у нас они реальные 7 королевств, которые остались в наследие после Великой империи Чингисхана.
For Kazakh Khanate, some 1,500 extras were employed in the production, as well as oxen, camels, and about 200 horses, including a cavalry regiment from the Kazakh Defense Ministry. After its premiere in December, Assenov expects the miniseries will be shown across Asia and the rest of the world.